Welcome to the podcast. I'm joined with two good friends today, Finlay and German. They're both uh, sports scholars from BISP. German, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm German. I'm a sports scholar in BISP.
And I'm Finlay. I've been here for 5 years and I'm also a football scholar at BISP.
So, the last term, you guys went to quite a few tournaments.
Yeah, we went to Bangkok twice to play a tournament called Bangkok Soccer League, which was very successful. We sent two senior teams there and managed to win. I think I like going to Bangkok for tournaments because I think it's just such a good experience. Like we took like entire squad, like from the under nines all the way under 13s, under
Yeah.
16s, all the way to seniors. So I think it's a really good experience, especially looking after the younger ones.
Uh,
We also went to Samui Cup where like some professional like Thai youth academies are. So it was obviously a very challenging tournament. We won all of our games except one in the group stage, which we faced the same team again in the final.
uh,
And we managed to get our revenge and beat them 2-0 in the final. So that was also a very good experience going to Samui for a
yeah.
couple of days.
Sure. And what position do you play? You like
I was rotating
rotating.
like winger and striker.
What position you like the most?
The most is probably winger.
Winger? You?
Yeah.
Oh, mainly play left back, but like some other like previously I've played like CDM, sometimes right mid, but like currently left back. Yeah.
I saw you're like only left back, no? Are you?
I mean, yeah, here I only really play left back because I don't know. I think that's my favorite position, and I play
Yeah.
it all the time, and I'm just used to it. I've played it for like 5 years, so yeah, I've come to like it quite
Yeah.
a lot.
Next term, you're gonna be like year 13, innit? Like
Yeah,
seniors.
yeah.
Like,
Already seen it.
yeah, but like, the top. How's the football team looking after,
It's kind of crazy. Like next year, year 13 is like my 6th year here.
uh,
Feels like it's like flown by. To be honest, like I can't believe we're like top of the food chain now. We're like looking down on everyone. We're like
yeah,
looking down on everyone, and I feel like we have to share our like experiences and knowledge with the younger ones to help the team. So I feel like it's our responsibility to make sure that the team does well next year. By helping the youngers, bringing them up, and like coaching them as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So yeah.
Like, where do you hope, like, after like BISP, like, are you gonna play football professionally, both of you, or gap
Yeah.
years and then uni?
No, no, no. I think if you want to play professional, you have to look at something now.
Uh,
Especially when you turn 18.
yeah,
Like, you don't have time to like just rest. You gotta look at it quick or else like the older you get, the harder it becomes.
uh, like, a few of your teammates, they've gone for trials, no? Like Aaron right now, is he? Is
Yeah, he's
he?
in Spain. Yeah, a few people are going for trials like right now. Like if you have connections, obviously it's really good. But
Uh,
I feel yeah, obviously as German said, the older you get, the harder it does become, and like eventually, yeah, I mean it's up to you whether you want to go to university or not. But some people take gap years after school, and it
yeah,
can work out for them if they go around the world trialing for professional clubs. It can work out, or if it doesn't, you can go to university in America. And like lots of people from this school have gone to different places in America for on football scholarships and other scholarships as well.
So,
So
so tell me about this. Like, I don't know how it works, but if you go to the UK, I think you can't play football and go to uni at the same time.
It's
You have
harder to
to.
do it.
yeah, I mean like usually the people who are in UK they go to university and then they play for like a professional club separately. So then they have to manage their time like doing that. But in the US like it's very popular because it's like all in one campus. Like you play football.
Oh, yeah,
You play football in the morning, then you study, and then you go to a gym, and then you maybe have another class later. So it's like a lot easier, even though it is expensive.
uh-huh.
I think it's quite
It's
an
like
experience.
the schedules don't like, clash. Like if you're playing for like a club in England, you can't guarantee that you have like the spare time at the
Yeah,
same time that you don't have your class,
I
Yeah,
you
see.
know?
So, what's more popular? I thought like football is like a UK sport, more than the US.
Yeah, but that's if you want to play like solely football,
yeah,
no academics, then it's easier because, you just focus football. But if you want to do academics at the same time, you gotta make sure they don't like, cross over.
But football in America right now is growing massively. Like the MLS, the professional league over there, a lot of money is getting poured into it. So it's kind of it's not easy, but it's a better pathway now if you go to university there, and then once you finish there, you can get drafted into the league. So you can then go on to play professional there if you're good enough. Yeah. So
I heard a lot of people go to Spain as well. Is that similar or?
like
Spain is like more similar to the UK.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
yeah, club on the side sort of thing.
So in terms of like, I know you guys want to be like all footballers, but like you have to choose an academic, like a, like being a biologist or like a scientist or whatever. What would you choose?
I would choose if I was
You'd probably be a businessman. I see you more as a businessman.
yeah, I mean maybe I was gonna say business. I was gonna say business. If I wasn't to become a footballer, I would try and do something in business management, something to do with sports management as well. Maybe like business and sports has always interested me, especially football, of course.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to see. I'll have to like when we start doing our applications this year, I'll have to look at universities that suit me.
What about you, German? Well,
I don't know, like business or like economics always open. Or
Yeah.
probably like some sort of engineering.
I see.
Yeah.
So, how's boarding? They got the new sliding doors?
Yeah, definitely upgraded.
Yeah.
It feels more like a hospital.
I don't know. Yeah, the blinds, they don't really. The blinds are kind of weird, innit?
Yeah, but to be honest, I like it. I mean, I like the new look. Like it's very, very modern.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot has changed since I come here. Like, well, when I first come here and I was in year 8, like 12 years old, I wasn't in Kalim House like we're in now. I was in Nijharn. Like, so.
Nijharn.
Yeah, Nijharn, like the house opposite. So I was the youngest in the house. So having like loads of older boys, sometimes you get you get the worst jobs to do in the kitchen.
Yeah,
you sort
yeah.
of get like that, but it makes you grow as a person, to be
It
honest.
reminds me of kitchen duty.
Yeah, I mean,
I wake up so late. I can't lie. Like
yeah.
the past term for a week straight, I woke up at like 7:20.
Yeah. So in our house, it's like, yeah, now it's like if you're like last 2 out the house, you have to do kitchen duty.
Yeah.
No, but that actually worked, you know.
Yeah, now the
Yeah,
kitchen's actually spotless though.
That actually worked.
Yeah, it did.
I kind of like the rule. But it's only you though.
Me?
So I swear it's only you or Joe. It's only you or Joe.
No, it used to be like Ziggy, Dante.
Yeah, it's been a few people to be fair.
Yeah. I mean,
it worked.
Yeah.
It was like a variety. Now it's like 2 people, 3 people max.
like, would you prefer like living by yourself or living in boarding? Like, if you had the choice, like live by yourself or live in boarding, what would you choose?
It's a hard choice, but at this time in my life, like right now, I'd rather live in boarding because it's like it's really handy to have like 10 friends that are all in the same year group as you, that all have the
Yeah.
same problems as you.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
especially like in academics, you can help each other out, like with homework and essays and stuff like that. It's really good to live with each other, and also they're all just like good company.
Yeah, in the holidays, I was like living by myself pretty much. It was miserable. I was so bored. I didn't have anything to do except for like work on my EE.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
How many words do you have then?
Like 100.
Not bad.
No, it's
bad.
because I had to start from the like seeing Miss Baxter and stuff.
Yeah.
But having friends is like
Mm.
it's so nice.
It's a lot better
Yeah.
living with friends, I
No,
think.
yeah, it's actually amazing.
Especially when the house parents are also like pretty good. Like
Yeah.
Queen Q and Mr. Redfern, I think this year have been like, really good,
Yeah.
helping us like whenever we need help or whenever we look down or whenever there's problems. Like I think they've been really good towards us.
Yeah, like I actually find like prep time so useful. Like
Mm.
I wouldn't skip it because if I don't, like I'd fail pretty much.
Yeah, like an hour and a half every night
Yeah.
to catch up on stuff that you need to do. It's pretty helpful. Also, they've been like pretty lenient with the rules. If you have
Yeah.
house parents that are like really really strict, it's not as good. But the ones that we have right now, I'm grateful, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's like a good mix, you know.
Yeah.
A really old guy and a really young guy, you
Yeah.
know?
That's not working out.
Yeah.
It's like you can have your fun, but you also like you stay like go with the rules and like
That's true. That's true.
Come on, guy. Laptop. So like walk me through your schedule. Is it like every day after school, like 2 hours of training and then like dinner and then
Yeah, I mean,
like
it depends. Like today, for example, Tuesday, we had morning training, so we had to get up like
how was that? You guys look exhausted.
it
Is
is
it
Yeah,
tiring. It
tiring?
is tiring. It is tiring. Having to get up at like 5 something to then go and train for an hour in the gym. It is tiring.
Like what kind of workouts do you do? Is it like football specific to like make you faster or what is it?
No, it's
Well,
weight training.
Yeah, it's weight training. Like they give you like a program like specific to each
Mm.
person, right? To like what you need to work on. So like for example, like I have like lat pull down, and then I have like deadlifts and stuff like that for things I need to do. And then so I do that. I do them all for an hour. I write down all the sets and weights that I did that I used,
Uh,
and then after that it's just like an hour, and then
like how
then
does
shower.
that help with football though? I'm pretty sure you don't like.
No, but yeah, no, but you need to get like if you have like strong muscles, you're less likely to get injured. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
fair,
So it
fair,
helps.
fair.
It goes like hand
Yeah,
in
it's
hand.
more like strengthening the
Yeah,
ligament. Yeah.
strength on the ball, like all like running, getting faster, jumping higher. It's all like really good.
So what are your strong points? Is it like dribbling, shooting?
I would say as a left back, you need to be able to cross and like make the right decisions as well. Because like as a full back, you need to be able to defend and attack as well.
Uh,
You know, when your team's on the attack, you need to be able to join, overlap, underlap, or when other teams counter attack, you need to be able to sprint back. So I think you need to have good fitness, which is easily developed here as we train every single
Yeah.
day. So I feel like that's not really a problem, fitness for all of our players.
Yeah. What about as a striker or winger? Like, what's the most important like skill set that you need?
I mean, it varies. Like for wingers, like dribbling and crossing. That's
Dribbling.
basically what it comes
Mm.
down to. You get the ball on the side, you take 1, 2 players out. Like the fullback, that's always going to be on you because most teams play 4 at the back, and just cross the ball. And for strikers, just you need to be able to position yourself like perfectly,
Mm.
positioning and be able to finish, and that's about it.
So what striker would you compare yourself to?
Me?
Yeah, what professional striker in the
Here,
Premier
I'm
League?
expecting
Premier League,
Messi
mate.
or like.
In the Premier League, mate.
Yeah, who do you think you play like?
You know, I don't know, cause like nowadays all the strikers nowadays are like big, tall. You know,
Mm,
like I
that's
can't
true.
really compare myself to someone right now.
Maybe
Like you have
maybe Kun
Haaland,
Aguero.
6'5".
Mm.
No, I was thinking Aguero.
Aguero. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe Aguero.
He's a short lad.
Mm.
Bro,
Yeah.
I have absolute zero ball knowledge. Who is that guy?
Aguero?
Yeah, what team?
He's
is he
a
playing?
Argentinian that used to play Man City legend.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, Man City are gonna win the league though.
Yeah,
Maybe. It's decided tomorrow. Man City versus Arsenal.
oh,
Whoever wins that game wins the Premier League.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
basically.
So I don't know. We might watch it. Is that like 2 a.m. though?
Yeah.
2 a.m.
I mean, we got morning training the next morning as well, so probably not.
Oh,
then.
yeah, fair.
Yeah, wish we could, but yeah.
So, you know the like inside of a refectory, like
Mm.
inside, like there's an inside to the refectory, like the other
Mm.
room. What do you think of it? Like, do you like since the school shop's gone, is it like
I feel like
better, like bigger?
I think it's good, you know,
Mm.
because that school shop was like, I don't know, it made no use to my life.
Yeah, no. When I came here, I had to wait for this guy to come in first so I can sit down because I didn't know where to sit.
No, I think it's a lot more like spacious in the refectory now.
Yeah,
A lot more chairs, you know, a lot more like a lot of places to sit for like new people as well. They might feel more comfortable in the chairs and stuff.
Mm.
Like
You
Few
know,
new
upgraded.
students this year.
Yeah, all the chairs and stuff have been upgraded since the start of the year. So
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it feels more open.
yeah, definitely. I like it, to be honest.
So, if you guys are planning to go to uni, right? Like, pretty
Yeah.
much. Do you have
Maybe.
do you have any like in mind or?
To be honest, I don't really know. I mean, I want to be a footballer, right? That's like the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
option, but I've not really looked at like specific universities yet, but I'm gonna have to in like the next sort of like few months to get like the applications in and stuff, because you don't want to have your applications like to do in December of this year and all your IAs due in this December as well. So then it's just gonna be a bit hectic at the end of the year. So I'd rather, you know, like manage my time well and like have things like sorted, you know, so I don't have to cram
Yeah.
all at the end of the year,
Okay, I've got a bit of a ball knowledge question for you guys.
right?
The fact that I know this, if you don't get this right, you don't get to be a footballer.
Okay.
Who won the most World Cups?
Brazil.
Brazil.
Okay, yeah.
Of course, man. We play for a Brazilian club. We wouldn't know that. Of course, man.
I, s-
4, 5.
5, I think. 5, innit?
no,
Five.
no, I
Yeah.
swear in like
Five.
Mr. Islam's class, like in one of those questions were up, and you said like
No, it's Brazil for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Well,
Let me ask you guys a question. You guys both came at the start of this year. You both your first year at school. What was it like coming on your first day?
You know, like I expected like a lot of like what I experienced in the first day, because my brother told me all this and all that, and I was like,
Hmm.
I already knew like how it was gonna go like a bit, and I came in, but it was good. Like
Yeah.
yeah,
How about you?
well, when I first came, like in Hong Kong, it's international, but it's not as international as this school. So when I first came, like I saw like so many people. I've never met a Romanian person in my life, and I met one here. Like an
it's quite
Ecuador,
diverse,
like an
yeah.
Ecuador person either, like and a Scottish man.
Yeah, it is quite diverse.
Yeah,
To be fair.
I'm very happy about it. Like I love like meeting people like from different countries, you know.
So how do you think the change was, like from living with your family to then living with friends and in a boarding house? You think it was successful?
Yeah. No, I think like it was very good. It was like a good change of environment. You go from like being like nowadays when you're at this age, you like kind of do like things on your own more. And you
Yeah,
come here to like
Yeah.
you basically live with your friends, I guess.
yeah. I guess it makes you more
Mhm.
independent and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
Like coming from a big city, it's like a tropical island. It's
Mm.
weird. Like the place you go to meet everyone is central, like one big mall. Like
Yeah.
everywhere
Yeah.
else, it's like multiple places, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Malaysia as well. You have so many malls.
Yeah. What's it called? What's those like two big towers called that connect in the?
No, Twin
The Twin
Towers.
Towers.
No, in Malaysia.
Yeah, the
called the
Twin
Twin
Towers.
Towers.
That's called the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What's it called? KL, and what's the
Yeah.
other place?
Where I'm from.
Isn't there like two states from? There's like two like.
Well, KL is where he came from,
Yeah.
and his brother as well. Like
It's
the
like the
main
capital.
place. Like a lot of people from the school come from KL because they hear about the football here from Soccer
Yeah.
Sevens, of course.
Soccer sevens.
Yeah.
Who
No,
won
I don't think
the?
it's that much soccer sevens. Like all like the people that have come here that I've known just hear from their friends before that.
Yeah. Or
It's like as
or
soon as
friend.
one person goes, like, and people know that they went to this place, and then they say, "Oh, it's so great for football and all that," and then like others are encouraged to come as well.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, speaking about soccer sevens, are you guys in both separate teams in soccer sevens? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we were.
Who who won soccer sevens? I
Who won
forgot.
soccer sevens?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. So yeah, I mean, it was a good tournament. Like it was the first Soccer Sevens back after COVID, so it's really good seeing lots of people back on the campus, lots of different schools from different countries, lots more competition to test ourselves. As like during COVID, we didn't have that much competition, of course, so
Yeah.
we were just training and we didn't really know what level we're at, So it's good to test ourselves.
I couldn't believe people who came here 3 years ago because of COVID.
Yeah,
Like this was their first soccer sevens ever.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
Yeah,
All the
my brother
people.
never played with soccer sevens.
Yeah, and some people that came here before never got to experience the soccer sevens due to COVID, which is obviously sad. But I'm grateful that we got to experience one, and we get to experience one this year in November again.
So what is better, 7-a-side or like 11-a-side? Like
11 side.
Yeah, 11 aside, it's like two like different games, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like it's like tactically and stuff, it's way different. You got to train for 7 aside. You got to know what to do. Like prior to soccer sevens, we were training for it for like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
5 weeks we were like training for it, making sure that we're ready, and then yeah. 'cause
like
it's-
what positions go missing in 7 and 11?
7 side is more like a futsal. You have defense and attack.
Yeah.
Like, there's no really like a midfield in 7 side.
Yeah, it's
I
more.
see.
It's obviously you have your keeper, and then a lot of teams just play 3-3. So then you have like 3 at the back and then 3 in the middle. But it's like people are constantly like changing and moving because the pitch isn't that big.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
people always need to change and move positions to receive the ball and stuff like that. So yeah.
So
it's
do
totally
you
different.
do you guys like practice all kinds of football, like futsal? Like do you
Well,
No, it's mainly 11 side.
mainly 11-a-side?
mainly 11 aside, yeah. I mean, only 7 aside when we have 7 aside competitions coming up, and we only play futsal when it's like raining outside and
Yeah.
and the pitch is like flooded. So then we come inside to play futsal, which is it's a good change sometimes. It's
Yeah.
different technique and stuff like that, but mostly 11 aside, yeah.
So you like 11 aside more than like 7 and like futsal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good to like change to 7 aside sometimes because it's like forces you to think faster. There's always like a
Yeah.
guy on you. Such a small pitch, especially at soccer 7. At soccer 7s, I thought the pitches were well sized. It wasn't too big. It wasn't too small. Well, obviously the rain didn't help. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like quite muddy and stuff like that. But some years are just
Yeah,
like
I
that.
remember like you guys couldn't play on the pitch
The
for a
ball didn't
while,
move.
right?
Yeah. Some matches the ball was hard to move, but some games it was good.
I've got a question. Like, what was your worst injury you've ever gone in football?
Fractured.
Fracture? Where?
Fractured.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's my football.
Oh, what about you, Finley?
Worst injury, man. To be honest, I'm pretty lucky. Touch wood. Probably just a fractured wrist. To be honest, like nothing terrible. I haven't had anything too bad happen to me.
So, what part of like Thailand is your favorite? Is it like Phuket, Samui, Bangkok?
It's a hard question, to be
Phuket.
honest.
Like Bangkok's more of a city, you know. Like
Mm.
the pollution there is a bit worse than here.
Yeah, it's true.
I've never been to Samui. How's Samui like? Is it like?
It's just an island. It's pretty much. It reminds me of here. It's just like a tropical
Yeah.
island. It's. I think it's. Yeah.
It's
I
pretty
mean,
much
we
the
didn't
same,
really
isn't
get
it?
to like go around too much. We were only there for football. So, I mean, the football was good. I'll tell you that. But my favorite city is probably Phuket, to be honest. Because whenever I go to Bangkok for tournaments, I find it's really hectic. There's so many people there.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Bangkok, obviously the pollution's bad
yeah.
and stuff, but I feel it's so busy all the time.
Yeah, it is. Traffic there is like
Yeah, the traffic.
Jesus,
The traffic
bro.
is bad.
Like I remember going from my hotel to the airport. Like I was stuck in the highway for like 2 hours and almost missed my flight.
Yeah, we usually leave like extra early in the morning for
Yeah,
games. And we have to
yeah,
get
yeah.
up at like
Yeah.
6 something just to make sure we're there at the place on time because you never know with the Bangkok traffic. It's it can be crazy.
Well, I've got one more question.
Mm-hmm.
So, out of like all the clubs, what clubs do you play against? You know,
Yeah, I mean,
like
in Samui we played against like some of the best ones I've ever played against in my footballing
what-
career.
Yeah.
like what is your
For sure.
like what team is the like arch rival? Like, it's always like a 1-1 tie, and like it's always intense. Like, what club would you say is your like rival?
I would say Chonburi.
Chonburi.
Yeah, it's a Division 1 professional club and based in like Bangkok area, and we played against them, their youth team in Samui a few months ago, and we drew to them the first time and then lost to them 1-0 the second time in the final. So I would say the game against them was one of the hardest games I've ever played. The level of football when you play against the Division 1 Thai teams and Division 2 even, Division 3 as well.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
Yeah, the ball just moves so fast,
Yeah, the speed of the game is.
That's actually
It's
crazy. You
crazy.
guys can keep up with like Division 1 players and everything.
I mean, yeah, it's a good experience for all of us. I think that just going there, playing against different clubs from all over Thailand,
Yeah.
it's really enjoyable. It's a good experience. What do you think of the gym facility here?
It's actually quite good, like there's like Bursary, like the living place, like that gym is like horrible compared to here, like
It is good.
they've got the what's it called, the lamp
Yeah.
pull down
Yeah.
thing.
They've got quite a lot of machinery to
I
be
think
fair.
they
and,
got,
like,
they've got the
yeah.
essential thing.
I can imagine
Yeah.
it gets quite crowded on a Tuesday morning.
Tuesday and Thursday morning
Yeah.
is so crowded.
when the whole team's in there and like the
Yeah.
gym's big, but it's not massive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you gotta just like work together. There's lots of free weights and stuff like that, so that's not a problem. It's just like on the schedule, like deadlift. It takes a lot of room to
Yeah,
deadlift
yeah.
and a lot of time to like put plates on and plates off.
So I've got this question, like, what's your 1 rep max for your bench? I'd like to know. I'd like to know.
1 rep max for bench press
Yeah.
on a good day
On a good day.
with some pre-workout. I reckon I can do 90.
90.
I reckon I can do 90.
90, God
1 rep 90.
What about you, German?
1 rep 75.
75.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm tiny. I'm 65. Oh, that's
You're bulking at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Every time I see you in the boarding kitchen, you just stuffing whatever you can in your face.
What about your deadlift? Like,
I mean,
Isn't it if you can bench more than your body weight, and if you can deadlift twice more than your body weight, and if you can
No, I
squat
don't
more
think
than
it's
your,
twice.
it's like 1.5.
It's at 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
then you're like 1% of the.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't really like deadlift heavy much
Yeah.
because it's like you can
Is
get
it, like,
easily injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get like your lower back
Yeah,
and
and there's
stuff.
only like one belt as well.
One
Yeah.
belt.
Deadlift.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like
That's
you can
true.
get easily injured for like. I mean, you can do deadlift like not so high weight, but like high reps. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
to
you just
build.
don't see many people trying to do their 1 rep max. So,
Yeah.
So you don't know your warm-up maxes?
For deadlift, no.
I don't
Never.
know, probably like 130.
130. Wow, we might need to fact check that.
Maybe. Maybe we'll go and check
the
that.
dick.
We'll check. We'll check.
What about a squat?
I don't
Footballers
squat.
must have like massive legs, no?
Yeah, well, we don't squat heavy either, really. Like, I don't know. It's kind of it can hurt.
Nah, I don't know.
It can hurt your back and stuff. There's no point in like squatting your 1 rep max like every single training session. You know, you can go like 70-80% of your 1 rep max to build strength and just do like lots of reps, 3 sets. It's normally good for building strength.
I've always had this question, like,
Mm.
if you have to go play football after the gym, like, you surely don't hit legs, do you?
Well,
So
yeah,
you do like some
we
days.
do. Yeah.
Like what, like squats?
Like this morning
Mm.
I was doing like deadlifts and Nordic curls to like build strength and hamstrings and calf raises as well. But you can feel your legs playing football today, like for sure.
Mm.
But like I mean, some of the boys usually have like protein shakes like after training to help recovery. So when we do football in the afternoon, it's not as painful.
Yeah, and you guys, like, I see some people like go back to boarding, shower, and then come to breakfast, and
Yeah.
some just eat breakfast first, and then like, what
Yeah.
do you do? Go to the locker room and shower?
I mean, what I do is I normally just finish training and then I go to the locker room and shower and get changed and stuff and then go and eat breakfast. But some people, like, it depends on your schedule, really, you know?
Yeah.
Like, if you have enough time to finish, like, your stuff that you need to do, and then you can go back to boarding and shower and change, and then you can go to breakfast. So it's really up to, like, personal preference.
This term specifically is gonna be tough, because
Mm,
we've got our IAs, like, for pretty much like half our subjects,
yeah.
and then we've got our EE,
Yeah.
3,500 words. I'm gonna die. And then
End of year exams as well.
yeah,
Honestly, I
this
thought
is the end game,
I thought IGCSE was hard until I come to IB.
Yeah.
It's really, really hectic.
There's almost like side quests,
Side quest.
Yeah, it's true.
E, TOK, so many side quests.
Yeah, you got your E, and then you got your TOK exhibition as well. I was
The
like,
Pyramid of Giza, is that
Yeah.
one of your objects?
yeah. It is. I'm pretty much done with my TOK now, but I just try and get like all that stuff out the way so I can just
Yeah.
focus on like end of year exams, because they're obviously really important.
What are your cast projects? I think yours is like was it like a football tournament or
It
something?
was like a penalty shootout. You just pay a little bit of money, and then
Uh-huh.
you face different like difficulties of like different goalkeepers, right?
Yeah.
And then all the money that we haven't actually done it yet. We were planning it. Like all the money that we're gonna get, we're gonna just send it off to charity, and
Uh-huh.
that's gonna be our work. We also did a bake sale like earlier in the year.
Oh yeah.
We just made like different.
I couldn't
like,
really buy anything, but it's what it is.
we just made cookies and brownies and stuff like that, and raised all the money and sent it to a charity in Phuket, which is good.
How about you, German? What is your cast project?
I did like different things with the SOS kids.
Oh
print out
yeah,
papers
yeah,
for them
yeah.
to like paint on.
You taught them
And
how to
the
draw
rocket.
and everything, yeah?
Yeah. And like launching the rocket thing.
Mhm.
Didn't you do that in physics class once?
I did it in physics class, and then they asked me to do it again with the kids. I did it. So like, we made them paint the outside, so like their design or whatever, and they stick it around the rocket, and then they'll launch the rocket.
So what do you guys think about the new IB common room? Like,
It's a lot more.
I don't really know what they changed. Did they get
They
more
moved-
sofas
They
or
moved the
get rid of?
sofas to the other side.
Moved sofas, like got better sofas at least.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the other ones were like, they were fading away. But these sofas, these sofas
Fading
were,
away.
I
You're
mean,
on
they
Latchford,
weren't
man.
as good. But these new sofas are good, and there's like a lot more desks that they put in those
Yeah,
places
yeah.
of the old sofas, so you can work. Especially for the year 13s now, they've got their like final exams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you think you're gonna do after school? Since you're not a footballer, so
Good question. I'm planning to go to the UK. I don't know like
What do you think
you-
you're gonna study though?
like probably film. No,
Film.
definitely film. Like I don't really math isn't really my thing. Biology definitely not my thing. Like I feel like yeah, I feel like film is the thing I'm really passionate about, and yeah, I just gotta go dig through Unifrog and that and find some
What
unis.
in UK? When do you want to go back to Hong Kong?
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong's
Ho-
expensive though.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a bottle of Coke is about like 400 baht in Hong Kong. Can you believe that?
400 baht.
No, not like two.
400 baht.
No way.
Okay, no, I'm exaggerating. Like 150.
Jeez.
Like a bottle of Coke is 150 baht. Like compared to here, it's cheap, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, Phuket is really cheap.
And
Yeah.
like, like Hong Kong back in the day used to be like gold, you know, like all the action movies were made there. But now, it's yeah, it's not the same anymore. But yeah, if I don't make it to the UK, Australia will probably be the best option to go next.
So you're definitely gonna study film then.
Yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
I kind of like since I was a kid, I've always liked like looking at films and like analyzing them and stuff. Like it sounds nerdy, but you know, it's facts.
Fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
And I don't really imagine myself sitting at a desk and like, you know, typing and stuff.
Yeah. That's fair.
I don't imagine you guys liking like it won't suit you either, will it? Like just
Yeah.
sitting at a desk
imagine that
and
either.
I don't think so.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to decide what you want to do. Like now, only like 17 years old, it's hard. Like when you have like your future ahead of you, you don't really know what you want to do.
Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for
Uh,
having us.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, this has been German and Finlay, both football scholars. Yeah, thank you for watching.
Thank you.